What's up, lads, and welcome back to another episode of the 3-year training plan, where you pick a player, or I pick a player, and we're training for 3 whole years. Right, let's get right into it. In this episode, oh, hang on, I actually forgot to say thank you to Rarely. I do apologise if I crucified your name, but thank you for suggesting Max Muller. Is it Moulier? I'm going to say Moulier. I never knew who he was, but his rating is unbelievable. He starts off at 80 rated, and he's only, 22 years of age, I think he is, something like that. And his stats are quality. They're all in the 80s, most of his stats. 70s, and even in the low 60s. He plays in midfield. He can play up front as a centre forward. He's got some potential, so I do recommend to pick this guy up in your career mode. He's very, very handy. I will do a career mode at some point on FIFA. It's just I haven't had time to do that, and I'm doing Pez and Paragon and stuff like that. As always, the training, I'll concentrate on their weaker stats, like defending for him as a midfielder would be. I know it's a cam, but it'd be ideal for him to have defending trait abilities as well, other than going forward, of course. I concentrate on his heading and volleying because it was weak. Some of his crossing wasn't very good, so I concentrated on that. And you can see in the first year he grew by a whopping 7, which is not too shabby at all. So he goes up to 87 rated. Will he join Icardi in the 90 plus club? Will he be the second person in this series to join in the 90 plus club? At the end of this season, or at the end of this series, when the next FIFA comes out, we will do FIFA 16 90 plus club against FIFA 17 90 plus club, and we see who wins. We'll watch it and coach on the sideline, and we shall see who wins. In the second year, we went with the same drills. You can see he's got specialist traits, acrobat, dribbler, and stuff like that. I think towards the end he gets complete midfielder, poacher, and stuff like that. Towards the end, you'll see. At any point, you can stop the video if you're unsure on some of the stats. I'm just literally blitzing through. Well, I'm not even talking about his stats. If you want me to have an in-depth talk about his individual stats, just leave it in the comment section below, and I will. But I think most of you guys prefer when I just talk over, whizzing through all the stats and all the training. The drills are exactly the same as last year. I just concentrated on his weaker stats, heading, volleying, his dribbling, his stamina weren't very good, and stuff like that. In the second year, he grew by the 2 only, which is not too bad. He's 89 rated, so he's 1 away from 90. And also, he's overachieved on his potential, because on the FIFA website, or EA, or it's FootWiz, I think FootWiz, where I've got my information from, his potential apparently is 87, which is not too shabby for him, so he's over his potential. I haven't played any games with him as well, so I reckon he'd be probably 93, 94. You may get him to 94 at a push, I reckon. And you can see he hasn't got any specialist traits added from the first season, so hopefully this guy will reach 90. Be really, really good if he does. And I think Icardi got to 90, didn't he? So if he gets to 91, he'd be the highest one we've done so far. And his potential wasn't even 90. That's just like it's just so strange how FootWiz, EA, and everything says their potential is this, but you over their potential. It's really weird, and I haven't played any games. Training, same as before. I think I changed some of the free kicks and the penalty shuffles. Still done his stamina, because his stamina was in the 80s, so I concentrated on that. In the final year, he grew by the 2, which puts him on to 91, so he joins the 90 plus club, and you can see some of his stats. Oh my, his stats are absolutely amazing. Most of them are mid-90s, 90s, 80s, and even his defending stats are I think the 50s and 60s, so that's not bad for a cam and a centre forward player. I tell ya, he's very, very. I did not know of this guy before, but I recommend you pick him up in your career mode. Even if you sell him on, you will sell him on for 40, 50, maybe 60 million plus. And if you need money, you can sell him and buy another player that you actually like, or he's your best player, or whatever. You can see you got complete midfielder and all that acrobat, poacher, and all that stuff, all that jazz, which makes him into a really, really good prospect of having him in your team. But you can see he joins Icardi in the 90 plus club, and he is the highest rated player that we've done so far, which is wow. If you've got any other suggestions how I could improve this series, just leave in the comment section below. Don't forget to slap a like on this, guys, and also share it around with your friends, your YouTube friends. And if you've got any suggestions who I should do next, leave in the comment section below, and I will try my hardest to get that done for you. And I shall see you in my next video. Adios.